Earlier this afternoon, investigators released the toxicology report on Chris Benoit, the professional wrestler who killed his wife and his 7-year-old son with his bare hands before eventually hanging himself. Now, according to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, Benoit's body contains steroids. I didn't see that one coming. The anti-anxiety drug Xanax and the painkiller hydrocodone. Benoit's wife, Nancy, tested positive for Xanax and painkillers as well. And little Daniel Benoit had Xanax in his system. Luis Fernando Yoso has been following the story. He is the senior investigative reporter for Sports Illustrated and SportsIllustrated.com. Luis, are they thinking now that he sedated both the mom and the son before he killed them?
Actually, what appears is that they're saying that the levels in the mom of Xanax and hydrocodone were therapeutic. And so she may have been using painkillers because of some earlier condition. But with the child, they haven't speculated, but it is a serious question as to why the kid would have this in the system. It's not usually used for children in this way.
Okay, do we know if she's had any kind of prescription for drugs?
Nobody has indicated as such at this time, but she did have surgeries previously and may have had injuries that called for that type of medication.
Okay, and does she, or does this explain the needle marks in the son? Were they in? I mean, you can't inject Xanax, right? That's just a pill.
No, you don't inject Xanax, and they haven't come up with a plausible explanation for that yet.
For the needle marks.
For the needle marks, precisely.
Do we know that they haven't? Have they been able to do a full toxicology screening on the son? There was rumor that he was being injected with growth hormones or something by the dad, or? Yeah,
at this stage, that's pure speculation. We really don't have any proof of that, and it doesn't look like the toxicology reports will indicate anything other than that. You know, we'll solve that question.
Okay, so what do we do with this now? Give me some perspective on this. Does this mean anything to anybody? Well,
what it appears is that there's no absolute smoking gun here. But that does not, you know, place the WWE in the position where they can say, well, roid rage was not an issue here, and there are no problems, so you can leave us alone to perform and to you know, work with our athletes the way we always have been.
Okay.
A member of the board today actually came out and said that they were going to look at their talent wellness program, the testing program they have, and see if they should make some alterations. So they're looking into this.
So wait, how does it clear them if he had steroids in his system?
It doesn't clear them, but then again, they were not on trial. The issue was, what did Benoit do?
Yeah, you know what I mean. I mean, how does it clear steroids and say that, I mean, it wasn't roid rage, or wasn't at least from the testosterone that he was taking?
Well, what the authorities said today is that they have no way of marrying the issue of him having high levels of testosterone in his system with roid rage, with a mental impairment or dysfunction or psychotic state that he may have been in. And because roid rage is typically something which is impulsive, it's at odds with the almost theatrical way in which he did away with his family. In other words, the Bible, the methodical, chronological killing of his family.
It's a sad story. Luis, thank you very much. Coming up, we'll have the real story on the plight of the 2 border guards that have been locked up for just doing their job.